We back with another episode. Helps build your score. That's your money at risk. That conversation's up for debate. What did you do with the education? Good debt is when you invest. You got liabilities and you got assets. It's worth less every single year. It's Brandon J, the More Action Podcast, and we talking about debt. Debt, to me, I now look at debt as a tool. There's good debt and there's bad debt. I'm still going to teach everybody all year about credit because personally, it's the safest thing to do. Helps build your score. And on top of that, it gives you zero liability for anything that could go wrong. If you use your debit card and a transaction goes wrong, that's your money at risk. They have hacked people for all the money in their accounts. You've seen it. There's no reason to put the money that you have been working for at risk like that. I pay everything with credit, everything I can, at least. Some things you can't, like credit, for example, unless you liquidate, but that's a whole nother video. Everything that you can possibly pay for with credit, you should. Rent, bills, groceries, because if you have the money to pay for those things anyway, there's no point in just paying cash or paying with your debit card because it does nothing for your credit score. Just pay the credit card off. You got liabilities and you got assets. You can spend money on a car, but if that car is gonna cost you hundreds of dollars a month and the insurance is crazy, I'm not saying that's wrong, I'm just saying it's a liability. Now say you buy a rental property and you use credit for both of these situations. Take out a car loan, take out a loan for the down payment on this rental property. That property is gonna produce cash flow. If you bought a fucking vending machine, man, and put it in a location and you actually planned out what you wanted to do, whatever it is that you did, if it's putting money into your pocket, that's good debt. They want us to believe that debt is bad. They want us to believe that using debt isn't necessary. And I mean, it's not. You don't have to use debt. You can spend all the time you want earning and saving money. But how long is it going to take you to save and earn as much as you need? You can't spend all of your time and energy saving and earning money when it's worth less every single year. When you put money in the bank, what do you think they're doing with it? Do you think the bank just lets it sit there? They put the money you give them, you save, into other accounts. They make money off of your money. And when you want it back, they tell you it's pending. The point is, banks are using the money you choose to save to make money. So why not do what the banks are doing? There's a reason using other people's money makes sense. Yours could be in a position where it's making money just by sitting there. But instead, you're spending it. In reality, you can spend their money. You can go do something with their money and yours if you really wanted to. Make money and pay it all back on time. That's the point of credit. Good debt is when you invest, is when you put money into something that is going to create cash flow for you. Student loans. Is it good debt or bad debt? That conversation's up for debate. What did you do with the education? What did you do with what you learned and the time you spent? There's good debt, bad debt, liabilities, assets. That's as simple as it needs to be. I talk about credit because having a good credit score has a lot of benefits. And I want everybody who can make it happen see those benefits. Using the bank's money, using credit is a safer way to go. It makes no sense to put your money at risk. Put their money at risk. One thing goes wrong on that watch you bought from Amazon. One transaction messed up and it was a lie. And it was the wrong URL. Something went wrong and you put your debit card in there. You had $1,000 sitting in your debit card. All of it's gone. You know what's going to happen? They're going to make you wait 30 days to find out that you can't even get your money back. You're going to have to order a whole new card because you probably froze it to stop any further actions from happening. And you're shit out of luck. Get all your checks cashed or something because your bank account is, on hold. This, that, whatever. Same situation with a credit card. Same Amazon fuck up. That $1,000, it's not yours. That's the bank's money. And you know what happens when somebody messes with their money? They don't play. All you got to do is make a phone call, dispute, and you will get that money right back. If you lose your card, when you call them up and say it was stolen, lost, you get another one in a week. Using credit actually makes things better. Believe it or not, no, there's good debt and there's bad debt. If you're gonna use debt, if you're gonna take out loans, just have a plan first. Be ready to buy that vending machine. Be ready to start that landscaping company, that security business, that party event business. Be ready. So then when you take the money out, you know you about to make it right back. You have the dates set, you have the customers lined up, the network right there. But other than that, use credit for the benefits of having a good credit score. You could pay every bill using credit and then just pay it off, and it'll help your credit score drastically. That's just one thing everybody could start doing. Another episode of the More Action Podcast. I'm Brandon J. We here all year. I'm teaching all year long. Stay tuned. One of these days we'll talk about liquidating credit cards. We'll get more into depth of credit stacking, different banks to go to on the same day so you can maximize how much money you could get. A lot more to come. It's Brandon J. More Action Podcast.